Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. OK, let's dive deep into the world of cloud load balancers. This comprehensive tutorial will cover the concepts, different types, configuration, best practices, and even provide code examples to get you started. Table of Contents. 1. Introduction to Cloud Load Balancing. Asterisk. What is load balancing? Asterisk. Why use load balancing? Asterisk. Cloud load balancers versus traditional load balancers. Asterisk. Key terminology. 2 types of cloud load balancers. Asterisk. Application load balancers, ALB/Layer 7. Asterisk. Network load balancers, NLB/Layer 4. Asterisk. Classic load balancers, ELB, AWS legacy. Asterisk. Internal versus external load balancers. Asterisk. Global versus regional load balancers. 3 key features and considerations. Asterisk. Health checks. Asterisk. Load balancing algorithms. Asterisk. Session persistence, sticky sessions. Asterisk. SSL/TLS termination. Asterisk. Content-based routing. Asterisk. Auto-scaling integration. Asterisk. Monitoring and logging. Asterisk. Cost optimization. Asterisk. Security considerations. 4. Configuration and implementation, AWS example. Asterisk. Prerequisites. Asterisk. Creating an application load balancer, ALB, with AWS console. Asterisk. Creating an application load balancer, ALB, with AWS CLI. Asterisk. Creating an application load balancer, ALB, with Terraform. Asterisk. Configuring target groups. Asterisk. Configuring listeners and rules. Asterisk. Setting up health checks. Asterisk. Testing the load balancer. 5 code examples, Terraform. Asterisk. Example, creating an ALB with basic configuration. Asterisk. Example, creating an ALB with SSL/TLS termination. Asterisk. Example, creating target groups and listener rules. 6 advanced topics. Asterisk. Load balancer as a service, LBaaS. Asterisk. Containerized applications and load balancers. Asterisk. Load balancing in microservices architectures. Asterisk. Dynamic port allocation and load balancing. 7 best practices. Asterisk. Design for scalability. Asterisk. Monitor and alerting. Asterisk. Security hardening. Asterisk. Regular maintenance. Asterisk. Disaster recovery and failover. 8 troubleshooting common issues. Asterisk. Health check failures. Asterisk. Connection issues. Asterisk. Performance bottlenecks. Asterisk. Security vulnerabilities. 9 comparison of cloud providers. Asterisk. AWS Elastic Load Balancing, ELB. Asterisk. Google Cloud Load Balancing, GCLB. Asterisk. Azure Load Balancer. 10 Conclusion. 1. Introduction to Cloud Load Balancing. Asterisk. What is load balancing? Load balancing is the process of distributing network traffic across multiple servers or resources to prevent any single server from becoming overloaded. This improves application availability, responsiveness, and overall performance. It acts like a traffic controller, ensuring that incoming requests are efficiently routed to available servers. Asterisk. Why use load balancing? Asterisk. High availability. Asterisk. Distributing traffic across multiple servers ensures that if one server fails, others can handle the load, preventing downtime. Asterisk. Scalability. Asterisk. Load balancers allow you to easily scale your application by adding or removing servers as needed. When you need to handle more users, you simply launch more instances and add them to the load balancer's target group. Asterisk improved performance asterisk by distributing traffic, load balancers prevent overload and ensure that users experience consistent performance. Asterisk fault tolerance asterisk load balancers can detect unhealthy servers and automatically redirect traffic to healthy ones. Asterisk security asterisk load balancers can provide security features such as SSL/TLS termination and protection against DDoS attacks. Asterisk cloud load balancers versus traditional load balancers. Asterisk traditional load balancers asterisk typically hardware appliances deployed on premises. Require manual configuration, capacity planning, and maintenance. Expensive and less flexible. Asterisk cloud load balancers asterisk software defined and managed by cloud providers. Highly scalable, cost-effective, and require less operational overhead. Offer automated configuration, monitoring, and integration with other cloud services. Asterisk key terminology. Asterisk load balancer asterisk the component that distributes traffic. Asterisk target group, backend set a group of servers or instances that receive traffic from the load balancer. Asterisk listeners asterisk processes that check for connection requests. You configure listeners with a protocol and port. For example, a listener might listen for HTTP traffic on port 80. Asterisk rules asterisk define how the load balancer routes traffic based on conditions, example host header, URL path. Asterisk health checks asterisk regular checks performed by the load balancer to ensure that target servers are healthy and responsive. Asterisk algorithm asterisk the method the load balancer uses to choose which server to send a request to, example round robin, least connections. Asterisk sticky sessions asterisk directing all requests from the same client to the same server, session persistence. 2. Types of cloud load balancers. Cloud providers offer various types of load balancers, each suited for different use cases. Asterisk application load balancers, ALB/layer 7. Asterisk operate at the application layer, layer 7 of the OSI model. Asterisk make routing decisions based on application-specific information, such as HTTP headers, URL paths, and query strings. Asterisk ideal for web applications, microservices, and containerized applications. Asterisk support advanced features like content-based routing, SSL/TLS termination, and WebSocket support. Asterisk examples, AWS ALB, Google Cloud Application Load Balancer, Azure Application Gateway. Asterisk network load balancers, NLB/layer 4. Asterisk operate at the transport layer, layer 4 of the OSI model. Asterisk make routing decisions based on IP addresses, ports, and protocols, TCP, UDP. Asterisk high performance load balancing with low latency. Asterisk ideal for TCP/UDP traffic, gaming applications, and other latency sensitive applications. Asterisk examples, AWS NLB, Google Cloud Network Load Balancer, Azure Standard Load Balancer, in some configurations. Asterisk Classic Load Balancers, ELB, AWS Legacy. Asterisk, AWS Specific, an older type of load balancer. Asterisk supports both Layer 4 and Layer 7 load balancing. Asterisk less flexible and feature-rich than ALBs and NLBs. Asterisk AWS recommends using ALBs and NLBs for new applications. Asterisk internal versus external load balancers. Asterisk internal load balancers asterisk route traffic within a private network. Used for distributing traffic among internal services or applications. Asterisk external load balancers asterisk route traffic from the internet to your application. Expose your application to the outside world. Asterisk global versus regional load balancers. Asterisk regional load balancers asterisk distribute traffic within a single region. Provide high availability within a region. Asterisk global load balancers asterisk distribute traffic across multiple regions. Provide fault tolerance and improved performance for users around the world. Often integrate with content delivery networks, CDNs. 3. Key features and considerations. Asterisk health checks. Asterisk crucial for ensuring that the load balancer only sends traffic to healthy servers. Asterisk the load balancer periodically sends requests to the target servers and checks for a successful response. Asterisk you can configure the health check protocol, HTTP, TCP, port, path, and interval. Asterisk if a server fails the health check, the load balancer stops sending traffic to it until it recovers. Asterisk load balancing algorithms. Asterisk round robin asterisk distributes traffic sequentially to each server in the target group. Simple and easy to implement. Asterisk least connections asterisk sends traffic to the server with the fewest active connections. Good for handling variable workloads. Asterisk weighted round robin / least connections asterisk assigns weights to servers based on their capacity. Allows you to distribute traffic proportionally. Asterisk IP hash asterisk calculates a hash based on the client's IP address and sends traffic to the same server for the same client. Used for session persistence when sticky sessions are not enabled. Asterisk session persistence, sticky sessions. Asterisk ensures that all requests from the same client are sent to the same server. Asterisk useful for applications that maintain session state on the server. Asterisk typically implemented using cookies or IP address hashing. Asterisk can reduce the effectiveness of load balancing if not configured properly. Consider using a distributed session store, example Redis, MEMC8, for better scalability. Asterisk SSL/TLS termination. Asterisk the load balancer decrypts SSL/TLS traffic and forwards it to the target servers in plain text. Asterisk reduces the load on the target servers and simplifies SSL/TLS management. Asterisk you need to upload SSL/TLS certificates to the load balancer. Asterisk content-based routing. Asterisk routes traffic based on the content of the request, such as the HTTP headers or URL path. Asterisk allows you to direct traffic to different target groups based on the request. Asterisk useful for microservices architectures where different services handle different parts of the application. Asterisk auto-scaling integration. Asterisk load balancers can integrate with auto-scaling groups to automatically scale the number of target servers based on traffic demand. Asterisk ensures that your application can handle traffic spikes without manual intervention. Asterisk monitoring and logging. Asterisk cloud load balancers provide monitoring metrics that you can use to track the performance of your application. Asterisk you can also configure logging to capture request information and troubleshoot issues. Asterisk cost optimization. Asterisk choose the right type of load balancer for your application. Asterisk monitor traffic patterns and adjust the capacity of your load balancer accordingly. Asterisk use auto-scaling to automatically scale the number of target servers. Asterisk consider using reserved capacity for predictable workloads. Asterisk security considerations. Asterisk use SSL/TLS encryption to protect traffic between the client and the load balancer. Asterisk use a web application firewall, WAF, to protect against common web attacks. Asterisk restrict access to the load balancer to authorized users and systems. Asterisk regularly update the load balancer software to patch security vulnerabilities. 4. Configuration and implementation, AWS example. We will focus on using AWS for this example. The concepts are similar across other cloud providers, but the specific configurations will differ. Asterisk prerequisites. Asterisk an AWS account. Asterisk running EC2 instances, or other resources, to serve as backend servers. Asterisk security group configurations that allow traffic to and from the instances and the load balancer. Asterisk an SSL/TLS certificate, if you plan to use HTTPS. Asterisk creating an application load balancer, ALB, with AWS console. 1. Sign into the AWS Management Console and open the EC2 console. 2. In the left navigation pane, choose Load Balancers. 3. Choose Create Load Balancer. 4. Select Application Load Balancer and choose Create. 5. Configure Load Balancer asterisk. Asterisk name asterisk give your load balancer a descriptive name, example myALB. Asterisk scheme asterisk choose internet facing for external access or internal for internal access. Asterisk IP address type asterisk choose IPv4 or dual stack, IPv4 and IPv6. Asterisk listeners asterisk. Asterisk add a listener for HTTP on port 80. Asterisk, optional, add a listener for HTTPS on port 443. If you add HTTPS, you'll need to select an SSL/TLS certificate. Asterisk availability zones asterisk select the VPC and at least 2 availability zones where your instances are running. 6. Configure security groups asterisk select or create a security group that allows traffic to your load balancer. This should typically allow inbound HTTP, port 80, and HTTPS, port 443, from the Internet. 7. Configure routing asterisk. Asterisk target group asterisk. Asterisk choose create a new target group. Asterisk target group name asterisk give your target group a name, example my target group. Asterisk target type asterisk select instance if you are targeting EC2 instances. Asterisk protocol asterisk select HTTP, or HTTPS if using SSL/TLS. Asterisk port asterisk specify the port your instances are listening on, example 8080. Asterisk health checks asterisk configure health checks. Important, make sure the path you specify exists and responds with a 200 OK status. 8. Register targets asterisk select the EC2 instances that will be part of the target group. 9. Review and create asterisk review your configuration and choose create. Asterisk creating an application load balancer, ALB, with AWS CLI. Asterisk creating an application load balancer, ALB, with Terraform. See Terraform example in section 5. Asterisk configuring target groups. Asterisk target groups define the set of backend servers that the load balancer will distribute traffic to. Asterisk you can configure multiple target groups and use rules to route traffic to different target groups based on conditions. Asterisk you need to register your EC2 instances, or other resources, with the target group. Asterisk configuring listeners and rules. Asterisk listeners listen for incoming connection requests on a specific port and protocol. Asterisk rules define how the load balancer routes traffic based on conditions. Asterisk you can configure rules to route traffic based on HTTP headers, URL paths, query strings, etc. Asterisk each listener must have at least one default action, which specifies the target group to forward traffic to. Asterisk setting up health checks. Asterisk health checks are essential for ensuring that the load balancer only sends traffic to healthy servers. Asterisk you can configure the health check protocol, HTTP, TCP, port, path, interval, and timeout. Asterisk if a server fails the health check, the load balancer stops sending traffic to it until it recovers. Testing the load balancer. 1. Find the DNS name of your load balancer in the AWS console. 2. Open a web browser and enter the DNS name of the load balancer. 3. Verify that you can access your application through the load balancer. 4. Monitor the load balancer metrics to ensure that traffic is being distributed evenly across your backend servers. 5. Code examples. Terraform. Terraform is a popular infrastructure as code, IAC, tool. Here are some examples of how to create and configure an ALB using Terraform. Example, creating an ALB with basic configuration. Example, creating an ALB with SSL/TLS termination. Example, creating target groups and listener rules. Explanation of Terraform examples. AWS_ALB creates the application load balancer itself. You define the name, whether it's internal or internet facing, the subnets where it will be deployed, and security groups. AWS_ALB_listener creates a listener, which listens for incoming traffic on a specific port and protocol, example HTTP on port 80, HTTPS on port 443. The default _action specifies what to do with traffic that matches the listener, typically forwarding it to a target group. AWS_ALB_target_group creates a target group. This specifies the protocol and port that the backend servers are listening on, the VPC they reside in, and the health check configuration. AWS_ALB_target_group_attachment attaches EC2 instances, or other target types, to the target group. AWS_ALB_listener_rule optional, allows you to define rules for more complex routing. In the example, we route traffic based on the URL path. Important notes for Terraform dependencies Terraform automatically infers dependencies between resources. For example, it knows that the load balancer needs to be created before the listener, and the target group needs to be created before the target group attachment. State management Terraform uses a state file to track the resources it manages. Make sure you store your state file securely, example in an S3 bucket with versioning and encryption. Variables You can use variables to make your Terraform code more reusable and configurable. For example, you can define variables for the VPC ID, subnet IDs, and AMI IDs. Modules For complex infrastructure, consider using Terraform modules to organize your code into reusable components. Provider configuration You need to configure the AWS provider in your Terraform code with your AWS credentials. This is typically done using environment variables or an AWS profile. 6. Advanced topics. Load balancer as a service, LBaaS. Cloud providers offer LBaaS, which simplifies the deployment and management of load balancers. LBaaS providers handle the underlying infrastructure and scaling of the load balancers, allowing you to focus on your application. Containerized applications and load balancers. Load balancers are essential for routing traffic to containerized applications running in Kubernetes or other container orchestration platforms. Load balancers can be configured to discover container endpoints dynamically. Load balancing in microservices architectures. Microservices architectures rely heavily on load balancers to route traffic between different services. Asterisk content-based routing and other advanced features are often used to direct traffic to the appropriate service based on the request. Asterisk dynamic port allocation and load balancing. Asterisk in containerized environments, services often use dynamic port allocation. Asterisk load balancers need to be able to discover and route traffic to these dynamically allocated ports. 7. Best practices. Asterisk design for scalability. Asterisk use auto-scaling to automatically scale the number of backend servers based on traffic demand. Asterisk choose a load balancing algorithm that is appropriate for your application. Asterisk consider using a distributed session store to avoid session affinity issues. Asterisk monitor and alerting. Asterisk monitor key metrics such as CPU utilization, memory usage, and network traffic. Asterisk set up alerts to notify you of potential issues. Asterisk use logging to capture request information and troubleshoot problems. Asterisk security hardening. Asterisk use SSL/TLS encryption to protect traffic. Asterisk use a web application firewall, WAF, to protect against common web attacks. Asterisk restrict access to the load balancer to authorized users and systems. Asterisk regularly update the load balancer software to patch security vulnerabilities. Asterisk regular maintenance. Asterisk regularly update the load balancer software. Asterisk review and update security policies. Asterisk test your load balancing configuration regularly. Asterisk disaster recovery and failover. Asterisk deploy load balancers in multiple regions for fault tolerance. Asterisk use a global load balancer to distribute traffic across regions. Asterisk implement a disaster recovery plan to ensure that your application can recover from a failure. 8. Troubleshooting common issues. Asterisk health check failures. Asterisk verify that the health check path is correct and that the backend servers are responding to health checks. Asterisk check the backend server logs for errors. Asterisk ensure that the security group allows traffic between the load balancer and the backend servers. Asterisk connection issues. Asterisk verify that the load balancer is configured to listen on the correct port and protocol. Asterisk check the backend server logs for connection errors. Asterisk ensure that the security group allows traffic to the backend servers. Asterisk performance bottlenecks. Asterisk monitor the load balancer metrics for performance issues. Asterisk check the backend server CPU utilization, memory usage, and network traffic. Asterisk optimize your application code for performance. Asterisk security vulnerabilities. Asterisk regularly update the load balancer software to patch security vulnerabilities. Asterisk use a web application firewall, WAF, to protect against common web attacks. Asterisk follow security best practices for configuring your load balancer. 9. Comparison of cloud providers. While the underlying concepts are similar, the implementation details of cloud load balancers vary across different cloud providers. Asterisk AWS Elastic Load Balancing, ELB. Asterisk offers application load balancers, ALB, network load balancers, NLB, and classic load balancers, ELB, legacy. Asterisk tight integration with other AWS services such as EC2, auto-scaling, and ECS. Asterisk provides comprehensive monitoring metrics through CloudWatch. Asterisk supports various load balancing algorithms and session persistence options. Asterisk supports SSL/TLS termination and content-based routing. Asterisk Google Cloud Load Balancing, GCLB. Asterisk offers HTTP/S load balancing, TCP load balancing, and UDP load balancing. Asterisk supports global and regional load balancing. Asterisk integrates with Google Kubernetes Engine, GKE, for containerized applications. Asterisk provides extensive monitoring and logging through Google Cloud Monitoring and Logging. Asterisk offers advanced features such as traffic management and service mesh integration. Asterisk Azure Load Balancer. Asterisk offers Application Gateway, Standard Load Balancer, and Basic Load Balancer. Asterisk Application Gateway is a Layer 7 load balancer with features similar to AWS ALB and Google Cloud HTTP/S load balancing. Asterisk Standard Load Balancer is a Layer 4 load balancer with high performance and low latency. Asterisk integrates with Azure Virtual Machines, Virtual Machine Scale Sets, and Azure Kubernetes Service, AKS. Asterisk provides monitoring and logging through Azure Monitor. 10. Conclusion. Cloud load balancers are essential components of modern cloud applications, providing high availability, scalability, and performance. By understanding the different types of load balancers, their key features, and best practices, you can effectively configure and manage load balancers to meet the needs of your applications. Remember to choose the right type of load balancer for your specific use case, implement robust health checks, and monitor your load balancer performance to ensure optimal performance and reliability. Using infrastructure as code tools like Terraform makes it easier to manage load balancers in a repeatable and consistent manner.